Hi everyone and welcome to today's at-home Vinyasa yoga practice. I hope you've had a really good week. Thank you for joining me on the mat. So it's finding a comfortable position on your yoga mat or on a cushion or bolster. And we're going to bring our hands actually onto our belly today. So you might want to interlace the fingers or bring one hand on top of the other. Softening through the shoulders, relaxing the shoulders down. Taking your first initial breath, but just breathing into the belly. So that shorter breath, feeling the belly expand as you breathe in and filling the lungs. And as you breathe out, exhale, release. So moving that breath up, but mainly feeling it in this lower area. So really connecting with the breath. If you feel more comfortable, you can actually bring one hand to the chest, closing down the eyes. And connecting with the next 5 or 10 breaths, really mindfully noticing the breath move in through the nose and out of the nose. Slowing yourself down, calming the mind, calming the body, letting go of any stress, tension, anxiety, or anything that's not serving you in this moment. So any thoughts that you're having, instead of creating stories around these thoughts, just let them dissolve away like clouds in the sky. And once you've connected with about 10 breaths, actually connected, so felt that breath move all the way up, noticing that pause at the top of the breath, and then wringing out any stale energy as you breathe out. So once you've connected enough, you can bring hands down onto the legs and just continue to breathe naturally, breathing at your own pace. Doesn't matter how long or short your breath is. Just noticing your breath, so is it rigid or smooth? Is it effortless, or are you having to really think about the breath moving in and out? And just continue to breathe, continue to release tension from areas in the body where you're feeling it most, using your breath as a tool to help you bring more of that sense of calm into the body and mind. Feeling gratitude and letting go of any fear. You start to soften through the body from head to toe. So today we're going to turn our gaze inward. So with 80% of our sensory input coming from the eyes, it can be easy to focus the attention on our outward surroundings. So instead today, right now, as you keep the eyes closed, I want you to think about how you can bring a little more of this into your life. So when we turn the gaze inward, by closing the eyes during portions of our practice, we allow the sensations of the body to bring new life into each posture. This encourages the ears to hear your internal dialogue more clearly. Above all, observe the level of trust you have within yourself to move and find balance with more ease than you thought possible. Then this level of inner confidence can be projected back into the outer world as you move off your mat and into the various areas of your life. So just thinking about that for a few moments, how you can bring a little more of that into your life. Really listening to your gut instincts and turning that gaze inward in so many different ways. So when you're ready, bringing hands to prayer in front of the chest, bowing down the head and setting your intention for today's practice. I want it to just be simple, one word: balance, strength, happiness, confidence, consistency, determination, whatever it is. Say that word to yourself mentally 3 times. Really let it sink in. Setting that word, that mantra strong, and taking it off the mat today into the rest of your week and day ahead or night. So when you're ready, bringing the hands down to the legs, you can blink open the eyes. And we're going to just create a little movement through the shoulders. So we'll inhale, bring the shoulders all the way up. And as you exhale, release down the back. So continue to breathe and move the shoulders up and down. Doing about 5 or 6 rounds of these in your own time with your breath. And then when you're ready, bring the arms out nice and wide. We're going to just move them to about the middle, so not all the way up. And then press the palms, almost just imagine as though you're pressing the palms against 2 walls. Breathe in and out, feeling the strength in your arms, stretching through the wrists. And then start to draw circles. In one direction, and then whenever you've done a few rounds of those, you can switch it over and come the opposite way. When you're ready, come back to those wrist stretches by pressing against the wall. Take a big breath in, move the arms above the head. Interlace the fingers and then press the palms to the sky. Stretch up through the arms, through the side body. Almost create a little back bend, so pushing your belly out. Stay here for a couple of breaths. And then when you're ready, you can bring left hand down to right side, bringing other hand behind the back, looking over your back shoulder, so your right shoulder. When you're ready, release that back arm, crossing elbow, so right over left. Coming through eagle arms, so back of the palms connect or front of the palms, soften through the shoulders. Feel strength through the arms. So you might want to move your arms up a little more with the next breath in. Feeling tall and long through the back of the body. And then as you exhale, release just the arms down a little. Breathe. Closing down the eyes, turning the gaze inward. Feeling gratitude for all the abundance in your life and what you're creating. Unravel those arms, take a big expanded heart breath. And then exhale back to prayer. So this time we'll inhale, move arms up to sky. Stretch up and then exhale, opposite hand looking over your back shoulder. So opposite side coming through a twist. Breathe in and out. And then when you're ready, crossing that left hand, elbow over right, bending and binding, coming through eagle on the opposite side. Unravel the arms, inhale, open, and as you exhale, give yourself a hug, taking your hands to wrap around the back of the body. So see if you can grip onto the shoulder blades. Chin comes down, close the eyes. And then when you're ready, release. So taking that bolster away, or that cushion, moving onto your yoga mat, coming down to all fours. We're going to incorporate a bit of balance here, so stretching the right leg back, starting to create that movement through the foot. So moving to the tips of the toes, releasing back, so you'll feel a stretch through the calf muscles mainly here as well. Round down through the hands, create a lot of space between your fingers. Point through the back toe as you inhale, lift up. Just look back and check your legs about hip distance, hip height, I should say. And then when you're ready, start to draw little circles with the toes, the foot, leg. Continuing to breathe. And then when you're ready, you can bend that knee. Bring that knee all the way towards the chest. Breathe in. And then stretch it all the way back, lifting the head up. Come all the way forward. So continue these in your own time. Inhale as you stretch out. And exhale as you Bring that knee as close to the head as possible. One more time. And then back onto the ground. So we're going to move the knees nice and wide and come through puppy pose, so high variation of child's pose. So you've got the hips up in the air and start to sit down through the chest, bringing the head onto the mat. Enjoy that calm feeling. Trying to release a little tension if you're feeling tension through the legs, the hips. Try to breathe through to those areas before slowly making your way up to all fours, and we'll step it through the other side, so stretching back through the left foot, moving forwards and backwards, massaging out through the sole of the foot. And then when you're ready, find your balance, lift up. Engage that leg, point the toe, and then start to draw those circles. If you feel like it's better on the body, you can make the circles larger, or if you're enjoying the small circles, almost like we're painting a picture on the wall. Circles. When you're ready, bring that knee all the way to the chest. Breathe in, come back and up. And exhale back. Chin to chest. So continue to breathe and move and sink. You can close down the eyes, turning gaze inward again. Couple more rounds. And then we're going to move all the way onto the knees. And then moving back onto our sit bones, stretching the legs out in front. Flexing through the feet. And just really feel grounded through the sit bones. So moving the sit bones nice and firm on the earth. We'll bring our right knee towards the chest. And then stepping over, so you're coming into a supported twist. You can bring the arms out wide and then either bring opposite arm or same arm to leg. Find what feels best for you. Looking over your back shoulder. Breathe and enjoy this twist, massaging through your organs. When you release the arms, bringing both hands onto the mat. Keeping the legs where they are, so keeping that right heel on the left leg, grounding down through left foot. And then we're coming up through this tabletop variation. So inhale up and exhale, release. So doing a few more of these. Using your breath to guide you. And then when you're ready, release the sit bones down. We're going to cross that leg all the way over, so right over left. And if you want, you can either stay here with the legs crossed, or you can bend and bind coming in through eagle legs. When you're ready, you can slowly make your way onto the mat. Interlace the fingers and bring them behind the head. And then lift the foot up off the earth. Breathe, feel the back of the body move onto the mat. As you bring navel towards spine. So just eagle legs here, we're not bringing our arms in this time. When you're ready, unravel the legs. And then just rock from side to side, massaging that lower back. And then when you're ready, stretching out for the left leg. We're bringing our right pointer finger and middle finger to the big right toe. And just coming through a variation of half happy baby. You can bring your left hand onto the left leg. Staying here, enjoying this stretch. More deep, grounding breaths here. Sometimes it's nice to stay in a posture. I know in Vinyasa we flow quite a bit, but I like to include some Hatha in some of our flows, where you really enjoy and deepen your practice. And then when you're ready, release. We're going to bring both knees to the chest and to start to massage that back. So coming up and back. You can come through plow by bringing the legs up and above the head. Or you can just enjoy that gentle rock, massaging the spine. When you're ready, coming to a seated position. Bringing those legs out in the front once again. And we'll do the exact same on the other side. So we're bringing our left knee up, squeezing it a little closer to the chest and then stepping over. Come through your twist, so whether it be open or opposite arm to leg, looking over your back shoulder. The deeper variation here is to bring opposite arm to leg, but I'm coming through a nice open twist today, enjoying the restorative elements of our practice. It's a beautiful rainy day here, so it's nice to really slow it down a little. The comfort and that enjoyment that comes with restorative yoga poses. When you're ready, release the arm. Ground down through the foot and inhale, come up through this tabletop variation. Exhale, release. Come up again. So just do a few more rounds of these. And then when you're ready, release. Crossing left over right, coming through eagle legs. Or just enjoying that more restorative pose with our leg crossed. When you're ready, making your way onto your back, super slow. Arms come up behind the head. And just enjoy breathing, engaging the legs, bringing navel up and down as you feel the belly move down towards the spine. Unravel the legs, release down. And then bring that right leg onto the earth, taking a hold of the big toe with the left fingers. And then bringing that knee up and down as much as you can. You can bring that other hand onto the leg or just down onto the mat. Into half happy baby. Close down the eyes. Just enjoy this posture again. You might feel a little tighter on one side. Usually for me it's the left, definitely feeling it more, and you may not get into the posture as deep, which is totally fine. Listen to your body. Turn your gaze inward. And just enjoy being in that present moment, letting go of all your thoughts. And release, bring both knees to the chest. This time we're bringing our hands behind onto the hamstrings. And we're just coming up to boat pose, so up in one motion. You can keep the hands here. You might want to tap those feet, toes down and up. So you're activating the core. If you want a little more, you can move the arms out and you can take a hold of the big toes and stretch those legs as much as you can. A nice one for our hamstrings. Then when you're ready, releasing down, coming onto the feet. So we're doing a lot of our practice on the mat today, not a lot of flowing up high. We're staying nice and low. So we're coming into a low squat, so you can just start to move from side to side to begin with. So moving from left to right. And then when you're ready, you can come to a still squat, so gluing those arms to the legs, hands come to prayer nice and tall through the back of the body. Closing down the eyes and breathe, feeling that nice hip opener, and stay here for a little while. Then when you're ready, bringing the hands down onto the mat. And we're going to come up through some really low squats. So where you can stay on the toes or down on the heels. So we're inhaling as we move up just until the knees are almost, so you've got that micro bend through the knees, and then exhale, release down. Inhale up. As you come up, bring the head, chest all the way down. Sorry, head to the chest, chin to chest.
exhale, release. So just continuing a few more rounds with your own breath, feeling the strength of your legs. And then when you're ready, staying down low, coming all the way down to hands and knees. We're going to move back through child's pose. So full child's pose this time, grounding the head onto the earth, stretching the arms all the way out, knees are nice and wide. Breathe. When you're ready, coming up to all fours, we're going to lift the big toes and the feet, legs up off the earth. So connect those big toes and release down through swinging cobra. And then exhale back through child's pose. Inhale up and through to swinging cobra. So we're really massaging out the entire length of the spine in these two postures. Continue to flow with your breath. I love this posture, it's one of my favourites. Such a good massage through that back of the body in swinging cobra. And Balasana, child's pose, just such a nice restorative posture, really great for helping you to let go of fatigue. And feel free to stay a little longer in your favourite pose. So take a couple of breaths or continue to move and flow. Closing the eyes. I just thought I don't feel like doing any downward dogs today. I hope that's okay with all of you. It's good to mix it up and do something a little different. And then when you're ready and you're in child's pose, really sinking down. We're going to spend a few moments here, so get comfortable as you turn your gaze inward and return back to your intention. So what was that one word mantra? Saying that word to yourself mentally. Doesn't matter what your child's pose looks like, as long as you're feeling comfortable and supported. So continue to breathe, enjoy this Balasana, one of my favorite postures. I remember being in a yoga class once and the teacher brought us out of this pose and I thought, oh my gosh, I want to stay in this posture. So when I became a yoga teacher myself, I sometimes do a class where I incorporate a long time in this pose. So just enjoying it. Unfortunately, we're not in person, so I can't come around and in class sometimes I'll massage and sink the body down a little. So look forward to getting back to that connection as well once the studio reopens. But these online classes have also been a blessing. So enjoy this pose, continue to breathe, deepen the breath, get a little further into the posture every breath. And when you're ready, slowly moving up to all fours. We're going to move through a few cat-cows. So bend the elbows as you inhale, come all the way up. Exhale back. Again, you might want to stay a little longer in cat or cow. If you want a little more for the core, on your next inhale, you can come forward, bringing the knees up off the earth, so tucking the toes, and then exhale back. Otherwise, just stay with the knees down and grounded. When you're ready, we're releasing down onto the forearms. We're going to just move those knees back a little, interlace the fingers, and then just shift the belly down a little, so you're bringing the sit bones down until you've activated the core. You can bring the thumbs to the forehead for some support. Either staying here, if you'd like a little more, you can come up into a full plank. Third variation is to lift one leg at a time up off the earth. So inhaling up and down, exhale. Or you're down on the knees or just in that regular plank, you decide. When you're ready, come back to child's pose. And And we're starting to slow down the practice, sliding all the way forward. And then we're going to come down onto our left side. So we're stretching that left arm out, bringing our left knee up and our right knee up into a fetal position. Stretching that right arm up above the head and then releasing that arm down until the palms connect. The arms are glued to the sides of the head, massaging and pressing on that head, creating that pressure, but it's a nice pressure. Closing the eyes and breathing. When you're ready, you can bring that right arm all the way up and then moving it either down onto the mat in front of the chest, so grounding down through the palm of the hand, or bringing the hand onto the hip. Whatever feels more comfortable. So we want to extend that top leg, right leg out, and then feeling really grounded through that left knee, the bent leg, and start to swing that right leg forwards and backwards. This is a nice hip opener. Creates more of an extension through different ligaments, that right leg. Helping with flexibility. So just continue to swing the leg forwards and backwards. When you're ready, stretch that leg all the way up high, flexing the foot, and exhale, release down. So inhale up, exhale down. And then when you're ready, release down. Bring the knee back up. Inhale up and exhale, release back into that first posture. Palms are connected, eyes are closed. Breathe. So when you're ready, we're going to do all of that on the other side. So rolling to your right side. Bringing the knees up nice and high. Arm comes up as you inhale, exhale, connect palms. Close the eyes. When you're ready, same thing, either down onto the mat or onto the hip. So you stretch that left leg out, start to swing it forwards and backwards. I'm definitely not as, don't have as much of an extension in the side, which you might find as well. Doing a few more rounds of these. And then when you've had enough, you can bring that left leg up, exhale down. So continuing to stretch and release. And then bring the knee back into fetal position. Arm comes up as you inhale, exhale, close eyes, connect palms. Take a few breaths. And then when you're ready, you can roll onto your back, with knees to chest, and then come through full happy baby. Connect the two first fingers to the thumb and just move from side to side, enjoying this gentle but nice posture that really releases tension through hamstrings, massages the lower back. Then when you're ready, bring the feet onto the earth, the knees are up. Make sure the legs are about hip distance apart. Bring the hands onto the mat. And just check in with your alignment. So step the heels back a little until your fingertips can connect with heels. As you inhale, lift up through bridge pose. So lifting the sit bones, the belly, all the way up. And then exhale. So we're just coming through really flowing bridge poses. So inhaling up, using your breath to guide you, and on your next exhale, release down. So continue about 4 or 5 more rounds before making your way into Shavasana, laying on your back with the palms facing up. So take your time to get there. You might have an eye pillow that you want to place across the eyes, or even something that you can find at home. Maybe it's a tea towel or something that helps to really relax through the eyes. Bringing the arms down onto the mat, or you can, again, connect the hands onto the belly, closing down your eyes, letting the legs flop to the side. Starting to tune into your surroundings, noticing the distant sounds, maybe traffic in the distance or the sound of the birds in the trees outside. What else can you hear? Listening in, tuning into your other senses, your sense of touch, the clothing on your skin, the body against the mat, any sensations you're feeling through the body. Notice the smells, the aromas in the air, the taste in your mouth. Feeling gratitude for the sounds, for the sense of hearing. And even with the eyes closed, I want you to take a moment to feel gratitude for your eyesight, to be able to see all the beauty around us. With this in mind, think about 3 things you're grateful for. And come back to your intention, that one-word mantra, saying it to yourself mentally 3 times. Coming back to the breath and just enjoying that natural breath as the air flows in and out of the body. You have nothing else to do, nowhere else to be, but to simply enjoy the present moment, you and your breath. Feeling the back of the head and the back of the body melt onto the earth as you let go of expressions through the facial muscles. Relaxing through the shoulders and arms, the hand, fingers. Feeling the chest open and relaxed as you sink the belly down towards the spine. Feel a sense of letting go through pelvis, hips, sit bones. Your legs are heavy, your knees and shins are soft. Relaxing all the way down to the tops of the feet and the tips of the toes. Feeling the breath move through the soles of the feet, relaxing and softening through all the muscles of the foot, the heels, calf muscles, hamstring, and all the way up your spine and the muscles on each side of the back until you reach the neck. Feeling the head grounded, relax through your skull and brain, the crown of the head, the forehead, moving to the eyes, feeling as though the eyes are so heavy they're falling to the back of the head. You are completely relaxed, calm, from head to toe. You take yourself to this sacred space somewhere between wake and sleep. It's just you and your breath. When you're ready, starting to allow your senses to bring you back to your surroundings, becoming aware of the space you're laying in, sounds and smells. You slowly create movement through the fingertips and the toes. Take a long stretch as you move the arms all the way above the head. Take a breath in, stretch all the way to the tips of the toes. And exhale, release down, slowly move to your favorite side, spending a few moments with the eyes closed in fetal position before joining me in a cross-legged or kneeling position on your mat. Hands in prayer, thumbs at the forehead. Take your time. Feeling gratitude for a healthy mind, the ability to problem solve, to be the watcher of your thoughts, and to always create positive thoughts. Bringing our hands in front of our face. Feeling gratitude for our eyesight, a sense of smell, taste, and to communicate and listen. Bringing hands to heart, feeling gratitude for the ability to love others, to be loved, and most importantly, have self-love. With love in mind, hold a special thought for someone who's no longer with you, thinking of a positive memory of that lost loved one. If you haven't lost someone close to you, please use this moment to send out a positive vibe or affirmation to someone who's going through a challenge and needs it most. With love in mind, send out a whole lot of love and gratitude to everyone in your life who means something to you. Most importantly, love and gratitude to yourself. I honor the place in you, which is of love and of light. For when you are in that place in you and I am in that place in me, we are one. Namaste. Wanted to thank everyone for joining me this virtual yoga practice. I hope you gained something from today's restorative practice and really listen to that inward gaze, like taking the gaze inward and enjoying the different sensations and just noticing your thoughts. So with that in mind, have an amazing day or night ahead, and I will see you all next time. Thank you.